Hello, guys, and welcome to our Monday edition of Coffee with Kennedy. Um, it is another lovely, lovely day. We have been really blessed with some beautiful weather lately, so I get to do another one out on my porch. I love this weather. Um, Let me know how this is going. I think last week I was sitting a little bit too far from the camera, and some of y'all were having a hard time hearing me sometimes. So I'm going to sit a little bit closer, and I am going to make sure that I speak up a little bit louder. So I'm going to start out. Now, y'all know I have been making coffee that I was refilling every day. That's a better way to do it. It's cheaper, but today I'm being a little lazy and I'm just using a single-use Keurig cup. This one is honey bun flavor. Everybody loves a good honey bun. So anyway, I'll get my coffee going. Y'all go get you something good to drink and join me for class. All right, so first things first, check your weather. Like I said, today's a beautiful, beautiful day. But I don't know what Monday's going to be like because I'm not looking at the weather yet. So what's the weather like Monday? What's the weather going to be like Tuesday? Make sure you look a day ahead so that you know what the weather's going to be like. Let's see here. Oh, I'm looking. I decided to go ahead and take a sneak peek. There's a sneak peek of what the weather's going to be like the next couple of days. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So get outside in your yard. Don't go out in public, but get out in your yard and enjoy the weather. There's going to be a few changes coming up in our city again. The mayor is going to issue a new order about how much we can go out in public. We don't know exactly what that looks like yet, but talk to your parents about it. Look it up. Find out what the new rules are. So there are going to be new rules about where we can go in public, how much time we can spend in public, which stores are allowed to stay open. All very important things for you to know. So check that out. Look it up on the news. Check the news and they'll be having that declaration out. All right, my coffee's done. Today I've got my Hershey's chocolate coffee mug. That honey bun flavor is good in my coffee. All right, so we've checked our weather. Talked a little bit about that new declaration that's coming up. For real, guys, some of y'all got to go with me. Just waving at one of my neighbors. See, I can do that from a long ways away. Not up close, but from a long ways away I can wave. Some of y'all got to go with me to Commissioner's Court that one time where we saw what the county officials were discussing. Well, those people are making a lot of important decisions about right now, so think about them. Wish them good luck. They're having to make some tough decisions. But anyway, we talked a lot about social distancing last week, about this virus. Stay caught up on it, some important stuff. But you know what? Don't think about it all the time. You can't obsess about it. We've got to go on with our lives inside our house. So how do we do that? How do we keep from going crazy when we're locked up in our house all day? Remember to exercise. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Find your songs and dance. That's one way. But today I'm going to talk about laughing. Laughing is good for you. It's good for your body. It's good for your mind. It's a good social skill. Something that we do a lot when we're in society, when you're around people, with your friends, with coworkers, is tell jokes and laugh. So we're going to talk about jokes today. Why would telling a joke be important? Well, while we sit in class, sometimes it can be stressful. When you're going through your day, sometimes it can get kind of hard, right? You start getting anxious, you start getting nervous, you start getting worried. Well, laughing is a good way to relieve some of that anxiety, to relieve some of that stress. But telling jokes is a skill. It's something you have to learn. Now, some of you are able to speak and you can tell jokes. Some of you can find jokes on the internet and have somebody read them, or you could play them. And some of you, some parents out there, can find somebody telling a joke that you can listen to and laugh at. It's a great way to relieve some anxiety and stress. Stop worrying about everything that's going on and laugh a little bit. That's important to find clean jokes. We don't want to be telling jokes that are inappropriate, that might offend people. So we've got to find clean jokes that you can talk about at work or that you can talk about at school. We've mentioned that before when we're learning that if you're at work and you're using words that are cuss words or are about the opposite sex that may offend them, you can get in a lot of trouble. You can lose your job. So we don't want to do that. We don't want to say things that will upset people or offend them or harass them. But we can tell a good, clean joke. So find some. I actually just Googled clean, fun jokes that are good for adults and kids. I found 128 funny, clean jokes. There's some on News to You. Maybe I'll look at those tomorrow. Maybe we'll go over some of those jokes tomorrow. But let's tell some jokes. Let's just laugh a little bit. Now, part of it is delivery. You've got to find jokes that are funny. Let's see here. Here's one. What did the blanket say to the bed? Don't worry, I've got you covered. Get it? The bed is covered with the blanket. But that means he's also taking care of you. So see, that word "I've got you covered" means a couple of things. You can actually literally cover somebody, or you can cover them by taking care of them, like you've got their back, right? Or you go into a store and I say, or we go to a restaurant and you're hungry and I say, "I've got you covered." That means I'm going to pay for your meal. So see how how the word "covered" could have a couple of different meanings. So sometimes telling a joke is understanding how some words can have different meanings. Let's find a different one. Oh, here we go. This one is cheesy. That means silly. What do you call a frozen dog? A pupsicle. Like a popsicle, a pupsicle, a dog. That was funny, I guess. Oh, here's one. You got to think. This was one of those that makes you think. What goes through towns, up and over hills, but doesn't move? It goes through towns, goes up and over hills, but doesn't move. Think about it. The road. Get it? So the road goes through town, it goes up and over hills and doesn't move. Oh, man. Here's another one. Here's another kind of a riddle joke here. See if you can think about this. There we go. What stays in the corner and travels all over the world? What stays in the corner and travels all over the world? Got it yet? What stays in the corner and travels all over the world? A stamp. See? It's in the corner of the envelope and it travels all over the world through the mail. So it's a stamp. See how you've got to... So when you're telling jokes, especially some of us, we have a hard time understanding that words have more than one meaning, or we take things very, very literally. That means exactly what you say is what they mean. But sometimes people say things in a joking way, or words may have more than one meaning, and so they become puns, they become jokes. Let's do one more. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Two more. These are really bad. These are really, really bad jokes. How do you shoot a killer bee? How do you shoot a killer bee? Got it yet? How do you shoot a killer bee? With a BB gun. Ha ha. See? B. See how that's funny? Here's the last one I'll do today, because we had talked about clean jokes. What kind of jokes do you make in the shower? What kind of jokes do you make in the shower? Clean jokes. I get it, because you're getting clean. And you're telling the joke in the shower, so it's a clean joke. Oh, boy. All right, so those are a couple of jokes. What'd you think of my jokes? Some were funny, some were cheesy. Look up some jokes. Tell some jokes with your family today. Learn a funny joke. Think of something that's funny that you think would be a funny joke. You can write your own, or you can find some. Clean jokes. Like I said, if you can't tell a joke, find it and show it to your family, and they can read it and laugh with it. Or your family can find some jokes and tell them to you, and you can laugh along. Okay? So there's different ways to go about this. And again, this is a good way to laugh, a good way to relieve a little bit of stress, and a good way to spend time with your family. I'm sure all of y'all have spent a lot of time with your families this week, being cooped up in the house. That's going to continue, so you got to learn ways to handle it. Laughter is a great way. Those were my jokes for today. So what have we done today? We've checked our weather. Make sure you do that, because you got to know what to wear, because you do need to get outside and get some sunlight. It's important for your body to get some sun. It's got what's called vitamin D. Those are important vitamins for your body. So go outside. Like I said, we're going to follow the rules. We're going to follow the new laws that they're passing. We can't go too far out in public, but we can go out in our yard. Go into your backyard, go into your front yard, get some sunlight, enjoy it. So we checked our weather. We told some jokes. We, of course, made our coffee and drank our coffee. What's the other thing that we need to do? What am I forgetting? Think about it. That's right. I want you to dance. Find some of your favorite music and dance. You know what? I know a couple of our students who love Selena. Oh, did you see that? I almost scratched my head. We talked about that last week. I'm not supposed to touch my face. Whew. Man, that stinks because my head itches. But I can't touch it. What do? I don't know. I just got to wait a minute. See, now it stopped. So I waited a second and it stopped itching, and now I'm good. I didn't touch it. That was important. Listen to Selena today and dance. The Queen of Tejano music. I used to love Selena. Especially, I went to high school in a place called Edna, Texas. Not far from where she was from. More South Texas, Central South Texas. A lot of Tejano music was started there, south of San Antonio. So I love Tejano music. I loved Selena. So yeah, listen to Selena today and dance. That'd be great. Or find your favorite music, dance. If you just absolutely hate dancing, I'd like you to dance for 10 minutes. If you absolutely hate dancing, find something else to do. Get up and exercise. Really, you need 30 minutes of exercise a day minimum. I'm telling you, 10 minutes just so you get up and dance. Find some other ways to exercise. But get that blood pumping. Get that energy flowing. and tell some jokes today. Have some fun. Do something funny. All right, guys. It's been fun. Look at this. This is the first one where I haven't completely finished my cup of coffee. So should I keep this video going for 5 more minutes? Nah, I won't do that to you. Tell me your favorite jokes. What'd you come up with? Type them in the comment box if you can. Or share them. Make sure they're clean. Nothing inappropriate. If it's inappropriate, I will delete it. But tell us some clean jokes. We'd love to hear them. You can videotape yourself if you want. Ms. Robinson has her Flipgrid page. I'm not going to create one. It's too complicated for me. I mean, I know how to use it, but I'm not going to create a new one. If you want to tell some jokes, put them in Ms. Robinson's Flipgrid group. I'm sure she'd appreciate me saying that. Tell some jokes, have some fun. Type them in the comments. Let us know what made you laugh today. Have a great day, guys.